Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you. Hi. Everything's fine?
That here is an enormous, a huge potential in football, and the Oliver Kahn Academy, we are specialized in these things like helping to develop football in certain ways. And it's always important that if you want to strive in football, if you want to develop yourself, your country in football, everything has to start with a youth development. And then from the youth development, you need a good structure, good club structure where your players can develop themselves up to the professional football. And this way from the youth football over academies, over club football to the professional football, this must be structured, this must be organized, therefore you need a special education system, a curriculum where you can educate your players to the best. And yes, I feel very, very inspired, and I know a lot about the Indian football, and as I said, there's a lot of things we can do together to develop your football further. And this is such an amazing and such a huge country, and I think all of you are also very motivated to develop a good football in India. And yeah, maybe we can work together in special topics and in special issues.
Yeah, although definitely what's inspiring us, but what's the components to start with right now, because we never give up. So I need your never give up principle to start with, which was to be a few interesting points we can right now, the ball should roll on.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is youth. The most important thing is youth development, but it's also very important that you have role models. For me, when I started my career as a professional football, not as a professional football player, as a youth football player, I had big role models. They gave me orientation, and that's also a very important thing. There are a lot of players, I think, playing in Europe, or Ronaldo, or Messi, or Gianluigi Buffon, or other good players, and they are really good role models. This is very important, but why not develop your own, your Indian players and Indian role models? So youth development is very important, structured, clear, and that you know exactly when you start with 6, 7, or 8 years, what is the exact way, what do I have to do to come to a professional club, if this is really my goal or my motivation.
Yeah, now you have seen the last 15 years about India. Now you talk about what is your message to the Indian aspiring footballers, because they love your never give up approach to build in their system and their mentality.
I think everything is about your head, everything is about mental resilience, everything is about mental stability. But on the other hand, you need a clear, a structured program, a kind of, what I said, a curriculum. How can you develop yourself further in football? And I think especially in young ages, the most important thing is love. Love to the sport, love to football, playing. Also very important, having good coaches. There are also people in life who motivates you to go further. And I think the most important thing is, even if it's very hard, and that's what I said in my small speech, even if sometimes it's very hard, don't give up. Don't give up, strive further, never forget what you're willing to do.
So, Oliver, just a little hypothetical and little emotions question to you now. We like to be, our nation is basically a viewing nation to the world as known as. We are millions of viewers. Now, we like to be a playing nation. So, your never give up philosophy and principles, can our Indian team in certain structure to play the World Cup during our lifetime, or what is your plan for? You never give up for Indian football team to be a World Cup.
Absolutely, everything. What I learned in life is that everything is possible. Yeah.
So
think that it's possible, and then you can reach.
So India is a big.
There's also another important thing, and that's what I felt here when I come to India. People love football.
Yeah.
It's very emotional. It's in their hearts, and this is also a big motivator, a big motivation to go on.
So it's a really give you a big hand for this. We should play a World Cup with and never give up attitude. So Oliver has stated that India should play a World Cup with our heart and love.
Yes, a lot of things are going on. Country in India is developing and developing. Also football. And yes, that's the reason why today I am here and trying to help to grow football in the future. Well, I'm not really an expert, you know, and I don't like to talk about a football team in depth when I haven't seen them several times. I saw the team playing here and there, and I think that's what I always say. You have such a huge potential. You have such a big willingness for success, and yes, I think the most important thing is believing in yourself, believing in further development, believing in coaching, believing in your big dreams, and then I think everything is possible.